In this video, we'll be looking at the basics of the Gallery tab. The Gallery tab is found in Toolbar 3 and can be activated by clicking the tab of the little picture. The Gallery tab is divided into two sections. The top section, which holds all our folders. We'll be looking at three main folders today: My Content, Gallery Essentials, and Lesson Activity Toolkit. The second part of the Gallery tab is where all the content is held, and it is divided into different sections, and we'll look at that in a moment. Straight away we're able to resize our Gallery tab. We can make the sections on the top and bottom different sizes should we wish to see more pictures at the bottom. We can even make it wider so that we can see more pictures at the same time. Let's have a look at the folders. The three folders are My Content, where we put our own content into that, and we'll look at that in a moment. We then have the Gallery Essentials, which is broken down into the different subjects that we use. Along with that, each subject is broken down even further into separate folders holding specific topics in there. And the final one is the Lesson Activity Toolkit. If we have a look on the Gallery Essentials for each folder, there are four main sections: Pictures, Interactive and Multimedia, Notebook Files and Pages, Backgrounds and Themes. There is an extra folder which is found in our Lesson Activity Examples, and this is our 3D objects and content. And if you have the software activated, you are able to manipulate and change these 3D objects as follows. Let's have a look at the individual sections within the Gallery Essentials. The first section we get is Pictures. These pictures and images vary from animated pictures to photos taken to maps to money. Pictures are also found in My Content, and these pictures are either pictures we've taken from the Gallery Essentials and put in there, or they're our own pictures that we've taken using cameras or we've taken from the internet. The next one is Interactive and Multimedia. These objects do exactly that. They're either interactive, so the students can come up and touch and make them play, or they're multimedia. So the example we have under the multimedia and interactive is the three different types. Is a video clip, and here you can see the video playing in the background. Or we have what we call a flash object, and that's shown by the red circle with the F in the middle. And the flash means that we can go up and we can manipulate it. So we can interact with it and change what's going on, drag and drop in them. And the last one is sound, and that's shown by the little speaker in the corner. And if we click on that, we get sound. The next section is Notebook Files and Pages. Now these are generally found in the Lesson Activity Toolkit. Some of them are under the Gallery Essentials. The difference between a file and a page is a file is a number of pages put together and kept in our content. Now generally we would make a lesson, and that would be a file, and we would save it somewhere else. The example that's found in here is our title pages for our lessons. The pages are shown by having a dog ear in the top right hand corner, and when we insert a page, it actually adds a complete page to our lesson. The last section is Backgrounds and Themes. Backgrounds and themes work slightly different to pages, as they come in as a background or a theme that we can change the entire lesson to. Backgrounds are shown by having a dog ear at the bottom corner, and when we insert a background, the background goes behind whatever we have on the page, and we can change them and the background will come in. A theme, on the other hand, is something that we want to run throughout our lesson or parts of our lesson on pages, and we can go and create those themes ourselves. We look at that in a different video. But if I was to drag across a theme, it asks me three questions. Please choose one of the following options to define the theme's scope. Either I'm going to insert it on all my pages, and if I click OK, my entire lesson will change. Insert theme on all pages of current group. So when we break our lessons up into our different groups, we can have different themes for those groups. And the last one would be to insert theme on the current page only. And I'm going to click that now. And you'll notice that it's put it in, but it also changed the title that I've written this page with. So that's something to keep in mind when using themes. How do I go about inserting content from my Gallery Essentials? I can either drag the picture in, or I can double click on it and it'll insert it on the top left hand side of my page. The next section I want to look at quickly is My Content. My Content is where we place our own content in. Here I have some folders that have been created. You could go insert folders according to the grades you teach or the subjects you teach, and you could put specific content in there, such as pictures, pages, videos, sounds. How do we go about doing that? On the My Content, you click on the drop down and you can add a new folder. You can then give it any title you want. So I'm going to call it Demo. And what I can then do is, in my demo folder, I can drag the pictures that I've put in to my notebook lesson straight into the demo title or into the bottom section, and it will add it. And now I have those pictures in my demo folder. If I click on the actual picture, there's options for it too. And the one that I want to look at is renaming it. We can rename this for one reason. When we want to go look for it later, we can use our search function, which is found at the top here. We can search for pictures and words using this function and click on search. Down the bottom, it'll tell us the related folders, how many pictures, how many interactive and multimedia files and pages. But I'm going to go look for my picture and I can drag it in. The last folder found in the Gallery tab is the Lesson Activity Toolkit. If you haven't used this already, I suggest you go have a look at the videos that explain the Lesson Activity Toolkit and how to use it. This is one of the best functions for interactivity, where we can create activities that get our students to the board and get their attention during a lesson. Thank you for watching this video, brought to you by the Technology Training Academy.